Howdy Shop Warrior. Today I'm going to try to build a bike rack wall, a little plan of mine to help deal with all the bikes and tricycles in my garage. So I've got two 4x8 sheets of plywood. I'm going to walk you through how I built a bike rack shelf. I'll show you all the bikes here. We've got bikes stacked on top of bikes, on top of lawnmowers. It's crowded up my garage. I need to get it organized. Let's get into it. Here's my plan for this bike rack wall. It is based on a sheet of 4x8 plywood. It's not going to be quite 8 feet tall. I'm going to have to trim it down so that way it will, I'll be able to slide it out of the garage and underneath the garage door. So it'll be 80 inches. The plan is eventually to add some casters so it rolls around easily. It'll be 4 feet wide. It will have some triangle supports. Then on the front we'll have these hooks, and that's where all the bikes will hang off of. And then on the back I'll have some smaller hooks for all the helmets. So hopefully this will get all of my bikes organized. We have 2 or 3 bikes and 2 or 3 tricycles. It didn't take too long to cut all the wood for this. So there was 2 2x4s, which were my sleds that were underneath the project. I had 4 supports that I cut at angles, and then I ripped the 4x8 sheet of plywood, and that was it. So what you see here is all the wood that I needed for the entire project. Now I did add on some more later, but this is all you need for the basic build of this. Here we are, we got the final project assembled. I think it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So you can see the main piece of plywood there, our angle supports, and our little, I call it a sled, these little 2x4s underneath either side. Help hold it together, make it easy to move around. Also gets it up off the ground a little bit so you can, if dust or grass or anything is underneath, you can blow it out easily, which is nice. But yeah, we put your regular bike hooks here, and then I put some smaller hooks that I just happen to have for the helmets there. I think it came out pretty nice, pretty happy with it. So one thing you'll notice, I put that wood support there, which is to help hold the tire from rotating out. I may add an additional board on the other side of the tires because it tends to want to roll forward as well, so just kind of to trap the wheel in there. The other thing that I might add is a little piece of wood on either side of the rear tires, so that way this doesn't move around or get put up, crooked, that sort of thing. Just makes it look nicer when it's hanging there, and it would help it to stay in place, kind of like right now it wants to go that way. So I've got little supports in the rear tire that may help keep it straight and neat looking. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's the best, most efficient use of space I could think of to organize all of the bikes. And I didn't have a good wall space to use. Probably the most ideal space would be this wall, but I have plans for that wall and I have tools over there, so I didn't want to put all the bikes up there. Plus, the other really nice thing about this, kind of making your own wall, is that I can have it facing out. So you open the garage door, your bike's right there, and you go out and play with it. So you don't have to drag the bike, through the garage or hit a car or worry about it interfering with, everything else you have in the garage. So I do really like that as well. Now, my design idea was, okay, let's make this as tall as possible, and I just trimmed it down so it would fit out of the door, out of the garage door if I needed to slide it out. But I think if I were to do it again, I'd probably take the opposite approach of making it as short as possible. So, because, when I'm standing in here working, I like to be able to see out, see my kids playing, see the cars driving by, that kind of thing. So I may actually, you can tell I'm not really using this top foot, so I may end up chopping that off, making it a little shorter. So just something for you to think about if you're designing your own. So I got it all built, and then I realized, oh hey, my lawnmower fits nicely between this, and my son had a small workbench that was falling apart. I needed to rebuild it. So I decided to use that second piece of plywood I had, cut off a top, and make him a little workbench here. Get the light to focus. So that's what we did. It came out really nicely. He's got his pegboard and all his tools there, nice big workspace for him. Now the only thing was the way this handle works, I couldn't fit that in there, so I attached it. Let's see if I can show you here with the hinge. There's a hinge here, one on the other side, so this whole top can lift up. So it's not too difficult to just lift it up, and then I can slide the lawnmower out. Fits nicely, which is also kind of nice because it keeps the kids from being able to pull my lawnmower out and play with it. So you know, obviously, if that's a need you have, you could do that. But either way, you have a nice space in the back for organizing more tools, or you can, you know, make this a little higher, make this a workbench for yourself. But the project just kind of kept evolving into that. But I'm really happy with it. Gives him a nice space to work with. He's 3, so that'd be a great space for him to work. Nice place for the lawnmower. So anyways, hope that was helpful for you guys. All right, thanks for watching.